Yo, it's your boy
Dallas.
J-Rod. Welcome back to the Week 11 Pickups. And today we got our special guests back, Shazy and Ken.
But
And so I will be having the face cam on for this one. You guys can't see. There's actually, you can say what's up. You can say what's up to the camera. Say what's up.
What up?
I know, got a bootleg it's set up here. You just bear with me. Bear with me here. Where was I gonna go? All right. So yeah, the Week 11 Pick'ems. Here we are. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, sub to the channel, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and turn on that notification bell to stay updated on all the videos. So let's start with this Thursday night matchup. We got the Patriots facing off against the Falcons, the 18, 17, 16 Super Bowl matchup. Shazy, you know.
I don't remember which one.
Remember? What the Shazy?
It was 2018, I'm pretty sure.
There you go. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go with the Patriots, right?
Yeah, Patriots.
No one wants a Matt Ryan revenge game?
Let's go Patriots.
Oh, okay.
Gotta make it 4 in a row.
The Colts facing off against the Bills. Now this was a tough one. You know, they actually have the Bills favored by 7 in this one. Both teams, I think, only have one win against a team that's 500. So yeah, Bills I feel like have had a pretty easy schedule for the most part. The Colts, it started off a little bit hard. Yeah, I don't know where to go with this. I mean, the Bills, they had a bounce back game against the Jets. The Colts, they had a pretty close one against the Jags, but they got the win. I'm gonna go with the Bills here though. I think that's the safest pick. I would not be surprised though if the Colts came out here and played some good defense and picked off Josh Allen, but I do trust Josh Allen a little bit more in this game than Carson Wentz. And I think the Bills could do a pretty good job of holding up Jonathan Taylor, even though Jonathan Taylor has been probably the best running back in the league since Derrick Henry's been out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills on this one. I also agree with everything that you said. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Bills as well. It's a home game. I think they got the win last week against the Jets, but they were stunned by the Jags. And I feel like that still bothers them. And so that's why I'm going with the Bills. They have a lot to prove.
Okay. So yeah, with both those picks, I would make the Bills 7-3 and the Patriots 7-4. So that division's looking pretty close right there for the top spot. Another divisional game, we got the Miami Dolphins facing off against the Jets. Dolphins have been on a little bit of a run, on a 2-game win streak. If they win this game, that would make them 4-7 to keep them still alive in their division. I like the Dolphins here.
Well, I also agree. I'm going with the Dolphins on this one. They're hot right now. Tua's been playing decent. Right? It was Tua last week?
Yeah, it was like a mix. It was like him and Ambersett.
Yeah. So their mix was playing well. So I think the Dolphins are going to win it. And it's still the Jets that they're playing. Jets still suck. I'm going to be honest. I really thought about picking the Jets here. But I'm going to go with Miami. They've been on a 2-game win streak. They beat the Ravens last week. So I think if they can play like that, they'll beat the Jets pretty easily. But, I would not be surprised if the Jets came out and won that game. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I don't know what's happened to the Jets defense, because the Jets defense actually was pretty decent at one point, and now they're just terrible. And then Miami's defense is just starting to get their groove back. So I feel like that pick makes the most sense there. And then we got the Texans coming off a bye week to face off against the Tennessee Titans. Honestly, I would not be surprised if the Texans kept this close in the first half of the game. Nah, it's what the Texans do though. Coming off a bye week, they're fresh. Tennessee Titans, these are the type of games they choke. Don't forget that Jets game. Don't forget that one. But I'm going to go with the Titans.
The Titans are winning this one. I thought they were going to go downhill since they lost Derrick Henry, but they played good last week. If they're playing like that without Derrick Henry, hopefully they can make a playoff run. And then if he comes back, we'll see what they do. Titans, for me.
All right.
Wait, Justin, you went with the Texans?
No, I went with Titans.
Oh, okay,
I was just making a case.
Yeah, I'm going with the Titans. I don't think I really need to explain. They played well against the Rams last week, or the Saints last week, excuse me, and I think they're just going to win.
They're playing well without their
star MVP.
Yeah.
The Titans, I don't know. I feel like they got to find more ways to get A.J. Brown involved, though. Because, like...
They're still 10-point favorites.
Yeah. No, they're going to win. But...
I think that could start being a concern when they play harder teams, like, down the road. And, well, they don't really have a hard schedule from here. The hardest teams they're playing are Niners, Steelers, and Patriots from here on out. So...
Wow.
Patriots.
And that's just the hardest games going on.
No, I know. Shots.
All right, and then for the next one, this was a little bit tough. We got the Bengals coming off a bye week to face off against the Raiders. Raiders had a pretty ugly loss against the Chiefs. It seems like they were just, giving up everything to Tyreek Hill. I'm going to pick the Bengals just based off their receiving core. I think the Raiders will have a tough time trying to, contain Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, all those guys. But yeah, I can see the Raiders coming out here and, matching up the points that the Bengals put up on offense. But, yeah, I'm going to put trust into this Bengals offense coming off a bye week.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals as well. Mostly because they're on a 2-loss streak and they lost to the Jets. And I thought they were going to do a bounce-back game against the Browns, and they got slapped. And so this is the game to, really bounce back and prove that they're not just the old Bengals. They're a new version of the Bengals. And I think the Raiders, I don't know where they're at right now. There's just a lot of shit going on over there. So I'm just going to go with the Bengals. It's a safe pick in my eyes. So
we've been seeing the Raiders have had issues, whatever, been going through shit, but they're still winning games. I'm going to be the lone rider on this one, and I didn't change it because you two went the Bengals. I've had the Raiders because they're home. If the Bengals are home, I would choose the Bengals. Since the Raiders are home, choosing the Raiders. Also, Joe Burrow hasn't been as hot as he was at the beginning of the year. So
yeah, I like that pick.
So I'm going with the Raiders.
Yeah, I like that one. I definitely agree with Shazy though with the 2 losses coming out the bye week. I feel like the bye week at a perfect time.
I was thinking about that, and I
they've
want to
made
go
their
with the Bengals,
adjustments.
but it's also the Raiders are home. No matter what, even if you're 0-5 at home, you still have home field advantage is still a thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Raiders. The thing about the Raiders, it's like such a weird place to play at. I feel like it's like either their games are packed or it's empty.
Yep.
Weird. I don't know. It's weird.
Well,
but yeah, it's not an easy place to play at. In the dome too, I think. I think it's in the dome. So then we got the Steelers facing off against the Chargers. Man, this is a tough one as well because you can run against the Chargers, and I feel like the Steelers can control this game if they just run the ball with Najee Harris and just clock, but at the same
Say
time.
it again?
What's up?
What's his name?
Najee Harris.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Najee.
Yeah.
No, it's a Najee.
I did not say Najee. The ball with Najee Harris and.
Hey, look back at the video.
I did not say Najee.
All right, we'll look back at that.
All right, we will. I'll do an instant replay as well. I mean, you can run the ball on the Chargers. Maybe the Steelers can control the clock. I just have more faith in the Chargers to be able to, come back from being down if they have to. And I think they get a bounce back week after that game against the Vikings.
Yeah, even though the Steelers in the last 5, they're 4-0-1, they still went to OT against the Lions. Lions, they're freaking dog shit this year. And I like how the Chargers are looking, so I'm choosing the Chargers, and they're home, so Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers as well. They lost last week against the Vikings, so I think that could have been a winnable game, but unfortunately they didn't. And I just think a good team to play right now are the Steelers. You're not sure what the Steelers are, so
exactly
a win here would give the confidence to the team. So I think the Chargers really need that.
Agree.
Yeah. All right, and then we got the Lions facing off against the Browns. The Lions can just not find a way to win. I feel like even if they get this game close or they're up, they're just going to find a way to either lose or draw this game.
We've been saying that for the past 8 weeks.
Yeah, they just can't find ways to win. I mean, that game against the Steelers was ugly. It was disgusting.
It was the worst game I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was.
I'd rather watch Smith Volk play.
What's up?
I'd rather watch Smith Volk play.
That's a heavy statement there. Actually, I probably agree with you though.
Who are you choosing on that one?
Yeah, we're all going Browns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bounce back game for the Browns.
Yeah.
And if they lose, I don't even know.
Like, part of me
Tell
can
everybody.
see the Browns losing this game, but like, it's
No,
not like
just because it's the Browns.
I just laugh if they
Just
lost.
because it's the Browns and they just got rid of OBJ and they're like, oh, OBJ was the issue, and then they lost.
Yeah.
I can see them losing this week.
I'll see you win the Super Bowl and both of them lose them games.
Yeah, I can just see
Mhm.
Baker having an absolute stinker and throwing like 4
Absolutely.
interceptions. All right, so for the next one, we got the Ravens facing off against the Bears. Bears coming off a bye week. At first, I actually did have the Chicago Bears, just based off the fact that, you know, they could do a lot of what the Miami Dolphins did last week and just full-on blitz the hell out of Lamar Jackson. But at the same time, the Bears, like, for how good their defense is, they actually don't blitz that much. You know, a lot of that's due because Khalil Mack, and you don't even need to blitz when you just have one of the best, you know, ends in the game. But, man, I don't know. I just, when it comes to Chicago Bears offense, I feel like I say this every week, but I just don't know if I trust in them to play a full game of football. So for that reason, I'm going to go with the Ravens.
I agree. Everything you said, I just completely agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna also go with the Ravens, but I've been saying this, like Justin Fields, you know, was it last week?
He's
Oh my
looking
God,
better.
it felt
He is
forever
looking a
ago.
lot better.
But the Bears got robbed, bad last week against the Steelers. Or
No, that wasn't last week. That was the week before. 2 weeks ago.
no, they had so 2 weeks ago.
before
So
the
they had a
bye.
bye last week. So 2 weeks ago they got robbed by the Steelers. Bad.
Yeah, they should have won that game.
And I said, Justin Fields, is he getting comfortable yet? And that game showed that he got a little bit more comfortable. He went on that drive and really blew open that Steeler defense. But I am not going to go with the Bears here. I'm going to go with the Ravens. I just think Lamar Jackson's too much to handle for the defense. And, you know, too many weapons. And I think a bounce-back game for the Ravens here is a must.
Yep, for sure. And then we got the Niners against the Jags. Niners look like they're back, baby. Back on roll. Had a dominant win against the Rams. Controlled the run game. Played great defense. They just played with a different type of energy after that Arizona Cardinals loss. I think the Niners start getting it rolling. I mean, they got a pretty easy schedule.
Now you're a Niners fan.
Who you guys got?
I have the Niners as well. Facing the Jags, you know. The Jags almost found themselves kind of a little bit with their 2 wins. Otherwise, negative. Niners.
I wouldn't say found themselves.
No. I'm not saying find themselves.
They have found themselves.
But they found 2 wins. You know what I mean? It's like they started
one was
off
against
struggling
the
and
best
they
team in that
got 2
NFL.
wins. You know.
Yeah. 49ers here, and I honestly am going to agree with Justice. That win was like a really important win for the 49ers. They go into that game 3-5. They're still third in the AFC West. They have a decent schedule, and I just think that game was needed, like, for that energy boost in the locker room. And I wouldn't be surprised we see the 49ers go on a little bit on a win streak here.
That's what I like to hear. All right, and then we got the Cowboys facing off against the Chiefs. This is going to be such a good matchup. It should be a high-scoring game.
We have to be split here.
Yeah, we got to. I would say I'm leaning towards the Chiefs just based off the fact that, like, I feel like that Raiders game was kind of that game that midway through the season just gets them turning back in the right direction. I said last week when I picked the Chiefs over the Raiders that this was the game that they come in, I didn't say dominate, but I said that they'd come in and just completely turn it around, and that's what they've done. So I have full faith that the Chiefs can come out here and hopefully get another big statement win. You know, I'm not expecting it to be a blowout. I'm expecting it to be a high-scoring game, back and forth. But Pat Mahomes proves that he's still the best quarterback in the league, and he gets that final drive to win the game. Like chuckling
Yeah,
at him.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here as well, but an issue for concern that I see is that while they've only scored 262 points for the whole season, they've allowed up 241 points, and the Cowboys' offense is a threat.
Yeah.
They've scored
It's one of the best
more
offenses
points
in the league.
than the Chiefs have all this year too. So that's a concern of mine. I don't think the Dallas defense will be. I mean, it will be harder, but I think that Chiefs offense is just disgusting. So I think it's just going to go back and forth who can outscore who, and I think the Chiefs just have that edge with Pat Mahomes under center. So
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs too. We're not split here. We're all
Wow.
going with the Chiefs.
None of us go for
Because
Dallas.
people see Trayvon Diggs as being hot, but he lets up a lot of yards. Tyreek Hill's just going to kill him, torch him, and I think the Chiefs they're just going to win this one as well, and they're home.
yeah, it's just the concern is if the defense on the Chiefs side can even try to put up an effort is what I would be concerned about. Like I just think Dak Prescott's going to absolutely shred Chiefs defense, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a battle who outscores who. So
Yeah, because their defense did look better against the Raiders, but that is a completely different offense compared to the Cowboys. And
I agree.
like you can't put pressure on the Cowboys like you can the Raiders. Like Melvin Ingram and guys like that, they were getting at Derek Carr, but I don't think that's going to be the same for this game. But I still think that the Chiefs will come out and get a win due to their offense. So we will move on to the next game. We got the Packers facing off against the Vikings. I see a lot of people picking the Vikings.
It's a tough game.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I see a lot of people picking the Vikings. I want to go with the Vikings as well. Divisional matchup. They know it's a huge game to win at home. But I'm going to give it to the Packers. I think they come in here. They also realize it's a big game. They see this as if we win this game, their Packers are pretty much already guaranteed the number one spot, right? But they're going to come in here. A-Rod's going to have a better game compared to that last one against Seattle. That game against the Seahawks was just the ugliest football. Other than the Lions-Steelers one, that Seahawks-Packers one was just absolutely ugly. But I think Aaron Rodgers gets it going on offense more. Aaron Jones will be out for this game, but I do think A.J. Dillon is ready to come in and take over that role. He looks like he is a steady, solid RB1 option.
I think it was last week where they fed him the ball a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He was playing
I
real
picked him
well,
off
playing
the,
receiver and running the ball. He was doing good on both. That's why I'm going with the Packers on this one. This was, I think, my toughest game of the week because also Aaron Rodgers is coming off a struggling week. But Dylan was playing real good last week, so I think he's going to fill in that role fine, and I think they'll come out with this one. The Vikings have screwed me the past 3 weeks, either going for them or going against them, and I'm going to go against them. So hopefully they don't screw me this week.
Packers. Yeah, I'm going with the Packers. Yeah, Aaron Jones is out, but we've talked about this for multiple weeks. If Aaron Rodgers is in there, he can get it done. It doesn't matter if you rip him away, the weapons, like we've seen before. He'll still get the job done. So, yeah, I'm going with the Packers. They're going against a Minnesota team that we're not quite sure about yet. So, Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, the Packers' defense actually looks good this year, too, which is, kind of weird to say for how offensive-minded they usually are. But,
exactly.
Yeah, they just
That's
have
why they
a
look
lot
real.
better
They were like that
scary
last
this
year,
year, in my
too. They
opinion.
had a good defense. Or they had a better defense.
Yeah.
So.
And then we got Washington facing off against the Panthers. Panthers at home. Washington just came off a huge win against the Bucks. And Ron Rivera with a comeback game.
Yeah, whoever they face. Yeah. So this is a tough game. This is a tough game for me. But since the Panthers are home and Cam Newton's playing, I feel like he's gonna have the, hey, I'm back. I'm still a Panther. He's gonna have a good game, I think. And the Panthers are favored 3.5 points. It's probably because they're home, and also the Washington Foreskins are 3-6. But I still think the Panthers are a better team overall. So Panthers.
And their defense is good.
Justin, did you pick already?
Not yet. I'll do it last. You can go.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Panthers as well. You know, they're home. I think Cam Newton is playing. I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
he's starting. He's
Yeah,
starting.
he's starting. First home game back. He's got a lot to prove in front of the home crowd. If people still want to take him seriously and not view him as washed up, this is a good game to show that. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers here. I think he could do it.
Yeah, I hate to be a party
Good game.
pooper, but I'm going with the I'm going with the Panthers. I want to make it cool and just like switch it up, but like
It's just I would go with the Redskins. I can't. They haven't been
What?
playing like they
just
were
think they
playing
had
like
a
last
really
year.
They just had
Their
one
defense
good
last year
game.
was crazy. This year it's not as good. And also with Chase Young going down with the ACL injury,
yeah,
that's a
the point I was gonna
big loss on their defense.
Yeah.
And putting pressure on the Panthers is what you need to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I think Panthers defense just dominates. You know, maybe
Mhm.
I'd see the point where you think Washington's defense takes over, but like with Chase Young
Yeah.
being out, that is a pretty big loss there.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm going with the Panthers here. And then we got the Saints facing off against the Eagles. Eagles have been looking a lot better, especially on offense. But and the Saints have been in a lot of close games, especially with guys like Kamara and Jameis Winston. So I think the Saints finally come in and get a win here for this one.
yeah, I agree. I wanted to go with the Eagles because they have been playing better than they were at the beginning of the season. And I went with them last week with that upset pick, but it's still the Saints. You know, they're still like I wouldn't say like a good team like they were, but they're still a good team, I'll say. Yeah. So I'm going with the Saints.
I'm going with the Eagles here.
I like it.
So,
It's a good pick. It's a really
Jalen
good
Hurts
pick.
guy.
I want to go with them, but
yeah, I'm going with
I've
the
got
Eagles,
Saints.
and they got that win. They blew out the Lions, barely lost to the Chargers, and blew out the Broncos. And I think the Saints are at a very vulnerable point in the season. No Jameis Winston. They have Trevor Siemian starting or whoever it is. And then Alvin Kamara is just in and out with injuries, so he's just questionable. So I just think the Eagles are playing them at a really good time in the season. And
it's just they're 0-4 at home. How do you
and
know
they really got nothing else to lose. I think the Eagles. So I think they need to start just pulling out the magic tricks, and I think the Eagles can do it against the Saints and upset them.
The Eagles are 0-4 at home. That's wild. I feel like they're usually a
Really?
team.
The Patriots were
usually
0.
split.
The Patriots were
Yeah,
0-3 at home too.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, usually I feel like the Eagles are like a team that's usually split at home at this point in the year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. This is probably the hardest defense the Eagles have played in like a few weeks, so that's also kind of why I lean the other direction. But yeah, I could definitely see the Eagles getting a win at home.
I just have a gut feeling that the Saints are going to win this week.
Yeah, I feel like they got to get a win eventually. I think where are they on a 2 or 3 game losing streak, something like that.
Their last 5, they're 3-2.
Okay. All right, and then we got the Cardinals facing off against the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks, man. I'm going with the Seahawks now. I know Kyler Murray's probably going to be back, and DeAndre Hopkins. Cardinals, they've been pissing me off, especially last week. Like, how is Kyler Murray questionable 2 weeks ago, but yet you can't play a game 2 weeks out? I don't get it. It pisses me off. But I am assuming that he's going to be back. Either way, I'm going with the Seahawks. I think Russell Wilson, after dropping 0 points last week, is just going to come out here and tear stuff up. That's just how he is. This game is just going to be the Russell Wilson effect. He's just going to come in and dominate. This is a must-win game for the Seahawks if they want to stay alive in the division. Divisional matchup game as well. At home, not an easy place to play at. And Seahawks defense has been looking really good this year. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, they've been looking a lot better. As long as Jamal Adams just doesn't get burnt. Yeah.
Which is likely.
Yeah, which is probably likely, but
Yeah, like I had a feeling to go with the Seahawks, but the Cardinals are still the Cardinals. Last week they lost because they didn't have Kyler Murray. He's gonna play this week, and if he plays, I think they're gonna be the 8-2 team that they are and just come out and just win. And they haven't lost away this year, so.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Cardinals as well. I think last week was just a little surprise game, a little hiccup. But I think this is a good bounce-back game against a vulnerable Seahawks team, regardless if Russell Wilson's back. I think they're still missing a couple of key parts, and I think the Cardinals are going to be good if Kyle Murray starts.
I like being the lone rider on this game. Shazy, I don't think you have a single upset game.
I had the Eagles, what?
No, the Eagles are actually favored.
That's not an upset game.
Yeah, they're actually. I don't know how, but they are
like
favored.
that's my only opposite pick from you there.
Fair enough.
I've chosen some crazy upsets, and it hasn't helped me out.
Alright, and then, can this load? Alright, whatever. We got the
Last one is it Monday?
Yeah, it's a Monday night matchup. We got the Giants coming off a bye week to face off against the Bucks. I actually do think the Giants could give some problems against the Bucks. Do a lot of what Washington did was just play tight man coverage to the Bucks receivers. I mean, I know that's weird to say because Bucks receivers like Mike Evans and stuff like that can tear stuff off, but they were kind of struggling in that game against Washington and just, continuing to put pressure on TB12, make him throw those interceptions. I just don't trust the Giants' offense. I mean, honestly, I don't even trust the Giants' defense that much. I'm just trying to give it, a case to why the Giants might be able to make this a good game. But I'm going with the Bucks here.
Going with the I'm joking. I'm going with the Bucks. Yeah, I just think it's a bounce back game for Brady.
Can he do it?
Game last week could,
Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh,
it's a bounce back game.
yeah, I gotta go with the Giants. Giants can't fail me again. They probably will, but I'm gonna be different because we have a lot of the same picks this week, and I wanna throw something in there. Going with the Giants. Saquon's back.
Going with the Giants? I like it.
Saquon's back. So I think that'll help us out a little bit on the run game because we have been struggling on the run a little bit more since he's been out.
Yeah, but the Bucks are
if he
locking
comes back
that shit down.
And he plays the snaps that I want him to play and not the limited snaps because he's taking a couple extra weeks off so he can come back more healthy instead of coming back 75%. So if he can come back and just run the ball down their throat and Daniel Jones can just hopefully do his thing. But I'm gonna go with the Giants.
All right, so yeah, these are the picks right here. You guys want to add anything else or no?
I think I'm good.
All right, sweet. So here's mine on the first tab here, and then we got
Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
You're funny. And then we got
There's no Super Bowl for teams that don't make the playoffs.
You would know, right?
That's funny. And then we got, what is this, Kenny's? Yeah, we got Kenny's picks here. So yeah, those are the Week 11 picks. Let us know which ones, you like the best down below in the comment section. Sub to the channel, leave a like on this video, and do not forget to turn on those post notifications. How can you miss my videos, man? But yeah, we'll see you guys for next week's Week 12 picks. And the records for the weeks from Week 7 on will be down below in the comment section. You guys can see who's in the top of the race and who's at the bottom. I haven't done, the adding up yet, but I'm assuming Shazy's in dead last. So, yeah.
Not by much.
Not by much. But Shazy, I would get ready for your consequence, man. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I love y'all, man. Stay happy, stay healthy, and peace.